And we're back, I think. Yes, it looks like we're up and running stream-wise, as everything seems to be up. I'll have to check the audio in a bit, but hopefully we're all back with more Disco Elysium. And as usual, I generally start straight away my streams, and so let's see if I can hear the audio quality. Yep, sounds like the audio quality is good. I've boosted up my mic and all that, and the background audio as well, because I think it's just better to have it a bit louder. Anyway, all that seems to be running well. And so, where were we last time? So I am the Demon Forever, and last time we were still running around matinees and just trying to find money so that we can stay the night in the bar, but also trying to find clues to solve the crime or the murder. And we talked to the lady negotiator. That was the last thing we did, and she's telling us to do some other investigating about some drug trafficking. Anyway, so that's where we are. Let's hit continue. Obviously my endurance is still pretty low, so we left pretty much here. Oh, I got my hat on as well. Nice. Let's look at our stats. All this is... So we have a low endurance level. Oh, the sound of the UI sound is loud. No, where is the UI volume? Bring that down a bit. Yeah, that's better for me at least. So yeah, my endurance is really low because I have damage as well. Yeah. So +1, I need, I think, like around 5 so that I can have a chance at passing the skill check. The thing is, if you don't pass it, you have to level it up again. And I don't know if you can take away either. I have 2 spare right now. I'm tempted to keep some for empathy, but I guess I can. It's not necessary. Oh, I just want to see what different buttons do. Okay, I don't want to press X because that might level up. I'll revert. Ah, okay. So it's not locked in if I do it. Okay. Because what I can do is I can do this. Go test the body, see if I can bring it down. But I also feel like that, like I might still not be able to do that. So, and then I will get damaged because last time we did it and we failed, we got damaged. So yeah, that might not be the best thing to do. Anyway, other stuff that we have. Our suggestion is -1, savoir-faire is -1. I forget what all of these necessarily do, but they all have a. There are things that we can change around. Oh, I have more pants as well. I didn't realize that. High electrochemistry, good ass, I guess. Oh. Stupid description for the pants. Reaction speed is down though. Ups composure. Is this what I'm wearing? No, but down savoir-faire. Spirit of the core, taking that off. Logic, authority, reaction speed, rhetoric, interfacing. Ah, sorry, my controller. I need to get a new piece of thing for my controller. New wire connection, USB 3 connection. So +1 physique, is that just a general addition to physique? Is that a stat as well? I need to double check that. Is physique a stat? Physique is just this, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, so if it increases that means all of these increase by 1. Ah, wrong button. Anyway, with regards to tools, I want to equip this. No. Oh yeah, I want the pry bar, but I don't have it. Okay. Ooh. Items. Does this have any value? I don't remember. I've interacted with these and we got the map, which now opens up here, I think. Oh no, yes, map, yeah. Didn't give us much, but it gives us quite a bit. Okay. Okay. This is just the Martinez district. There must be like a bunch of other areas. Smoke around the balcony. But that's tomorrow, not today, if I remember right. Track down your gun. Sing karaoke. Find a way into the secret passage. Whirling secret passage. We don't know how necessarily right now. Keep searching for the caller. Joyce's info on lynching. Oh yeah, Joyce is the negotiator, yep. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno. I don't really want to ask Kuno. Find this person. Unauthorized access. Okay. Track down your badge. Pay for damages. I wonder where I would stay if I don't have. Maybe in the car. Maybe with Kim. Inspect the body in the backyard. If this is a preliminary inspection, you just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Replace lost bull. Yeah, that's, I don't know, sometime in the future. End of day debrief, we can do that later today. The jam mystery. Yes, this is to interrogate the drivers. I don't know what order this is in. Find out who's in the union box. Wasn't there a time for this? I need to check what time that was. This is whatever. This is for later after we deal with the body. Hangover is really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol. Okay. Put it in your hand and the magic will happen on its own. By its own. Really? The jam mystery. Interrogate the driver about smuggling. Okay, so how is the body? Which one is the body again? Hanged man. Legendary. I don't know what these all are. I don't know what's the difference between the white and these. Ah, those on white are available to try now. Whereas these aren't. Oh, maybe I need to. Oh, these are the ones like where I need to upgrade a level or something like that. Okay. Then we have this, which is I'm not 100% sure. This rigorous self-critique has given us it gives us insight boost when we have red check failures. For heal 1 morale, and phys and mortality failures heal +1 health. So we get a boost should we fail rather than the opposite. Learning cap for pain threshold also raised to 6. So everything really positive, I think there. We'll see what the Suicide and Long Way Home gives us, and then we'll deal with all the others when we actually can deal with them. Sort thoughts by, how do I sort date? A to Z. Okay. Okay. I still don't know what I want to do with this base. Cool for acrobats, thieves, unbearable show-offs. Make you king of cool, which is as much as to say the most stylish douchebag in Revachol. Nobody will see you until you're really ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, feckless cop, unable to catch a pair of keys. Okay. What would I like increased? Conceptualization is pretty high. Encyclopedia is high as well. Inland Empire is high. What's Half-Light? Surprise haters. At high levels makes you ultra attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your own shadow or someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready always. Okay. Perception, open to the world. That at high levels takes its perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest minds. Okay. Pain threshold I've upgraded. At high levels, pain threshold turns in on itself in a seriously unhealthy way with full-on self-destructive behavior. With low, however, you will suffer too easily. It enables you to negate the damage you would otherwise take. Ah. That's actually pretty decent. I'll do 1 endurance, 1 pain threshold. At high levels, physical instruments breaks doors, chains, and bones, and makes you laugh at the namby-pamby pansies who can't. I'm only doing this because it feels like I'm lacking physique for the initial part of the game, and I like all of these I tend to pass them fairly easily. But then again, I feel like I need a lot. Ignores damage so you can push on. Just a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. I do like this though. Since I have something. At high levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistance to their charms in return, but all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy, and you'll know it even if no one else does. With low levels, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone both during the day and night. You know what? Let's go do 2 here. Yeah, I have no idea if this is the best thing to do. Screw it. We're not getting that body down today, basically. Can I fast travel? That would be handy. No. Not this way. I'm sad we can't just pick up these bottles in the bin and like this one here. Can we just pick up bottles? Because I remember last time I checked this out and we could just, well, he mentioned something about how if we had a plastic bag we could pick up the bottles here and we could then stash them for payment. Yay! Ooh, now I can. Can I not? Back. This plastic bag has written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a malty gasavera smells of yeast and be a perfect place for tar. Can I hold it? Yay. Take off. What did I... It doesn't tell me what I have. Okay. What? What is kicking my suggestion down? Okay, this. I don't have anything else, do I? I could take it off. I will lose conceptualization, but my conceptualization is high, isn't it? It's 5. What does conceptualization do? Creative, psychedelic, fanciers, critics. Enables you to make fresh associations, delve into world concepts. Okay. Add your own contributions at high levels, makes you go big, perhaps too big. It is ostentatious, demanding grand displays. Why live life when you can throw yourself into a live volcano? Okay. Could do without it, so let's do the weird thing and take off our shirt. And see how that goes. Wrong button again. I'm so not used to the control scheme for the game. Alright. And now our suggestion 6. Okay, cool. Suggestion and empathy. Absolutely amazing things to go hand in hand with. Oh. Damage was likely could have been caused by an earthquake. Okay. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Okay. We'll go back to the car in a bit. What time is it? 7:20. Oh, there was money there. Yeah, boy. Oh. I need like 10 to really make money. What is that? Is that a shirt? White tank top. What's that going to give me? 1 physical instrument. Okay, so physical instrument. That's yeah, it's a particular skill. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Looks like I got my badge on. Oh, I can. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. How many bottles can I carry at once? Well, we'll see. So I have to pretty much walk around with everything highlighted so that I can see where things are. Nah. Wait. Oh, I can cross over here, can't I? Make it easier. Forgot I could do this. And there must be bottles down here as well. I don't know what that is.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Let's try browsing.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
All the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Look first hand, buy second hand. And browse again. Composure, medium 10. Composure 3. To find something worth salvaging. 6 always wins. 2 6s will always win. I need like a 4-4. I need no 4-3 should work as well. Still pretty high. And D for now. I know it's a white check, but still. Fingerless gloves, nice. What is that? Oh, okay, healing item. I've got a few of those actually.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Okay.
This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay. We'll leave it for now. Need to get rid of this somehow.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Okay. Let's look at some of the items we got then. What's new? Just the gloves? Electrochemistry. Let's put that on. There's something else. So this was electrochemistry as well, but reaction speed down. What is my reaction speed? 3. Electrochemistry is 4. That seems high for now. Okay. I didn't even see that.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
Is this where I sleep if I don't make enough money?
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Oh.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
What do you mean by gone? Isn't he always going to be around with us? Like during the day? Oh, bottle, bottle. I think that's a bottle. I could be wrong.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
Sweet.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Okay, that was weird. But thanks. I got stuff out of it. Okay, so that door isn't open.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay. I have no idea what I want to do with this. Let's go turn this in first. See how much money we've made.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Okay.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. +1 health, +3 health. +3 health? Oh, that's gonna be a while before I get that level. Bottle of magnesium, +1 morale, +3 morale. Okay, what do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Dramamine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Thank you, tutorial agent. That was kind of you.
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
Okay.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Thank you.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lined the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Okay. I am in heaven. Let's say... Ooh, say nothing.
The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Thank you.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Give me a Commodore, +1 physique, -1 morale. Pale aged vodka, +1 physique, -1 morale. Potent Pilsner and Astra, +1 intellect, +1 health. Ah, okay. 30 units of money. Please tell me more.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Okay.
Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Okay. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll leave that be. Okay, let's deal with this.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
So I need 10 cents. 10 cents? Oh, I need a hell of a lot.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
I need like 100 times that.
Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Okay. What do I have here? New, nothing. I just got rid of the actual items in my bag, I assume.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Excuse me, I have the tear bag, but no tear. Can I still use the tear machine?
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Okay. I can get a lot of money out of that. For some reason I misread that last time and thought I would get like 10 units of money, not 10 cents, $10 I guess. Which was, I guess, never going to be the case. Ooh, there's money up there. Where do I get that money? Oh yeah, I haven't talked to Measurehead yet. Can I get that from here? I probably should talk to Measurehead. How do I get over there? Ooh, can I go from here? In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Oh, this is the door, is it? Okay. There's no lock picking or door kicking in this one. Hey, buddy. Can I just get by? No.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Thank you kindly. Measurehead, we meet finally.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Authority, okay. I don't know, like, yeah. Authority isn't really you. I don't have the physique to back that up, really. Although I don't mind trying.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Oh no.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
What?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Do you not like my bag? My plastic bag?
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
Maybe I should save first, just in case. So there's so many autosaves. Okay. Let's go new save for now.
Your body can...
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
My body is unimportant. I'm with the police, and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kib, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Oh, okay.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Okay.
Show him the ham still got it.
Okay, let's try this.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
I do like how my character is standing though. And the plastic bag just sells it.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Okay.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Such an annoying voice.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back. You're right about this. I can't push him. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor. Let's try this one.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
What about this?
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Okay.
Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Okay.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay. Ooh. I can... Yeah, this isn't gonna work, but this could work. Let's do all these first. If I don't die because of it.
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Okay.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
I don't know if the music was just started sounding like this once we started talking to Measurehead, or if it was like that just before. Kind of ominous.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Individualism is my jam.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've gotten it from disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Okay.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Okay, I'm not gonna remember any of this.
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Ravashore.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
Okay. So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay. He would be appreciative. Okay. Ah, controller. Okay. Well, we'll stick with that right now.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Ooh, tactful in front of women. But I can also increase my conceptualization with, what was it? A shirt, I think. Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky races.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Aw.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
Okay.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
Cool, cool.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Cool, cool. I don't know if I want to show him the mug. But okay, we have it.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Put this into the trash lately?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Okay. What do those tattoos of yours mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Oh, you're right. That's perfection.
Correct.
Alright, let's try this conceptualization. 83, but I can boost it up. I might as well boost it up. Do-do-do. Yeah.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It's been like 5 seconds. Anyway, let's do this conceptualization.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Okay. Okay. Measurehead, I am new to this world. Help me understand this races. I need to know what kind of different races are there? What kind of different races are there? Okay.
Do you?
Whisper. This is for the thing. I think.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
Thank you.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Okay.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Let's go one by one then. Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Okay.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Okay.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
Okay.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay. Who are Type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities.
Okay.
The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He says as he draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Okay.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Okay.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulumbuir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the
The
Areopagites?
Areopagites are the
Pagites.
master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Marat to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place.
Okay, and what's the difference then between the two?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. I realize I have to go through Type B and like the other type as well, and I'm like, this is gonna be so long. So much racism.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite. Pagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Okay.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B then.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Mud colored.
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of a distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen.
Continue.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato.
Okay, continue.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholier, as you mentioned.
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Continue.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. The revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. The revolution sounds like it was perpetrated by degenerate marauders. Not all people of ever shall go away. Stupid political thoughts. Let's go with this one.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia.
He talks very slowly as well.
The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Okay.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
What about the Val C2F race then?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
No, let's go on.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic sight.
Yes, I do.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika.
I am just face palming. I'm thinking this game is like one of the games that would really work well with like a camera on, because I don't generally have cameras on like for like as a streamer, but I guess this game would really work because like my annoyance at this conversation is like increasing.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
So you seem kind of blue about this, Measurehead.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the Rasotype now?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
Oh, so okay. Interesting. So he's in that sort of relationship or something like that. Okay, interesting. Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
Yeah, but my physical stats aren't that high, Kim. I can't even get the body down.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
How do I word the mystery? Except
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
okay. Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Knock him out.
Masholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Knock him out? Maybe? Is a little chance? Let's leave.
Hey, psst.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's a word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
Okay.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
Continue.
You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Okay.
Now get to work, comrade.
I am so tempted to say it's too tiring and opt out, but I don't want to miss out on anything, so it's let's see what we got here. What is the race enigma? This is how thinking is done. Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to Measurehead. Okay, so is there one here about communism? So I'm assuming that's what will happen. Alright, so this is I kinda wanna keep this one. It's only 1 hour and 40 minutes. Where can I put it? Oh, wrong one. Can I unlock? That's Suicide of Crowd Advance. It's 50%, so not too bad, and then we've got the others as well. Can I just remove? Interesting. Alright, we got that anyway. Ooh. I want to say opt out. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. Opt out.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism.
You heard wrong.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's one.
Volition. What should I do?
You should build communism. Precisely because it's impossible.
Fine.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Let's do this then. Yeah. It's just a thought and I don't have to really go through with it, so... Where is it? Mazovian social economics. Communism was some crazy idea. -2 visual calculus. I have another one for... Yeah, cross Mazov anyway. Okay. Alright, so now I have to walk around. This is... Okay. I might not be able to do this by today. No.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Talk to him already. What about you?
Right to work! Right to work!
Shame on you!
I do like this option. You don't have any tips on how to punch the guy out, do you? But I don't think I can anyway, so let's leave that be. Is this woman still out of... Wait, where is she?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
I feel like if I do anything, Kim will just tell me to stop, so... I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna... Oh, I thought that was something down in the bottom right, but it wasn't. Yo, buddy. Remember us?
Looking for something, Rod? Come to tell me to.
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Continue.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
But hold on, they make alcohol there too.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other commoniers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Okay.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Continue.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
He's the guy that's been selling us the glasses and the shirts.
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Continue.
Yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sea Lang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I don't trust
I
you.
wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we pay him a visit.
Guess so.
Let me see the soles of your
Been
boots.
admiring the stompers, right? For sure. I can demonstrate them.
Look at the sole.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
What's up with them?
It's Revachol.
Where did you get boots like that?
Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny.
But why?
You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls.
Okay.
Technically, you're stomping on Ravachol every step you take.
Indeed.
I know you people don't understand poetry.
Alright, so we're done. Let's talk to this guy here, since he's a lorryman too.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Continue.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Continue.
Just be straight with him.
Okay. Do you finance those other addictions with drugs? I need to get high. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Shinobi. Let's be straight then.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
I already know why he's hanging around, don't I? But I can still ask.
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Okay, plus we heard him before. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Okay.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Ooh. He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse. You can always come back later as well. Let's try it.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
Oops. She wrote me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
That's,
Damn.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
It's not real, guys. It's a poem.
Yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
That was a better outcome than I expected.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Oh, now I need to conceptualize more. That's all for now. Bye. It's getting close to 9. I forget what time. Well, let's actually go visit the Whirling Inn. More people. Whoa. Way more active in here now. Oh, money. Wait, where's the money? Can I spin the camera? Photos of men in overalls. Kitchen's open, but this section isn't. Okay. All these people here. Ah, only one person to doctor. Huh. Well, let's go outside first. Before, since they'll all be in there by 9, I think. And this guy might not be here by 9.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Continue.
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
The man we're looking for, which we already met, but never mind.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Where are you from, Sileng? Oh, rhetoric. Oh, I won't succeed this. Where are you from, Sileng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
Continue.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Suzerainty then.
See, guy, apricot suzerainty. It's all the same to me. It's all cool. I'm interested in sales. Go ahead, let's make one. Super high quality, friendly prices.
So, Sileng, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I am super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Oh, okay.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Continue.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. with ingenuity.
Silang, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Oh, stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Continue.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of? Or you're wasting my time. Tell me who it is. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll just tell your employers. Who are you afraid of, Silang?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Buddy Silang, help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are these other drivers?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there, pointing to the pale driver? Dazed out. Strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
That's it. Okay. We cool now? We cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
It's 12. I need too high a score. The jam mystery was updated. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. I wonder what's gonna happen at 9. Is everyone just gonna like disappear? You're the gardener. Do you know anything about the lady?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I heard one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't see any here.
I don't want to talk about that.
Why?
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
So I asked you who's conducting this, and you said you didn't know, but now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Okay.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Okay. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
Continue.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
Okay.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
Continue.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled. Well, let's go with believe us.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
Well, you said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Okay.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching. It's just a few questions.
It's snitching, man. I know what it is.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
Okay, so when she left, did she leave a lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
But that might twist our focus and perception into a more negative one about this woman, whereas you could give us a more positive version.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Ooh. Let's not force him. Well, let's see this first. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
Fine, I'll drop it for now.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Well, that's all for now. I guess they didn't all leave at night. Unless I have the timing wrong. Oh. Racist man.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First you knew Sealing didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Okay.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
Give me a sec, I need to look. It's getting a bit warm in here. Okay, continue.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Continue.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guilds.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Oh, what? Why can't I do this? It's too low. I'll have to come back. Okay. So I have, what, 4? I needed 9. Well, at least we have an idea of some stuff. I guess the best thing to do would be getting information from Measurehead.
The woman still has her eye.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
Continue.
Until you came along, that is.
Pale Driver. So why is the name Pale Driver? Who is this Gabriel Buendero?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Continue.
This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
Cool.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
Someone, are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Well, it kind of does.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Interesting. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Right, I have other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's
Continue.
something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
We didn't see, like, weren't there women, like women boots as well, or something like that, or something we thought was a woman's footprint. We'll ask that in a bit. What are you hauling?
Diamonds?
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't even know.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Will you get high off driving?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Herife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
I really don't understand this whole boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to on the Western Plain.
Okay.
A boyadero, boya for short, is a cow herder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
And I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Damn. Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver. You are the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
I don't know if I want to ask this question. So you said long haul. That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
And who was the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's all I needed to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Come on, he thinks. She's not the lady driver.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain,
Okay.
the Transcatolia Magistral, U41A, Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
I'm somewhat of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
Yes, I only have half my life left. And one hit and it's gone.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Please, help me out here. It's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Oh, so she actually is showing us anyway. Okay. Now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny.
Okay.
There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Okay.
Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
Okay.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
Turn to Kim. She is not old soul. These are not the boots that made the prince.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
Oh well, thanks, Kim.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Okay.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
That's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
Why would I want to do that?
For commerce.
Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Okay, let me put it this way.
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Okay, so you said earlier you don't know. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Lowman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Okay, if you're not involved with drug trafficking here, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Probably.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Okay. So that was a weird conversation to have. Autosave! I should make a save as well. Let's rewrite this one. Yeah. Yeah. That's so weird because I think the time its listing is the time in game and not the time I saved, I think. I've already read this, I think. No harm in doing it again, I guess.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece.
Yep, already did that. I have no money. I have no money. Let's go back to the inn. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Can I look at this door again?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Oh, I thought this man again.
Right to work! Right to...
Alright, so... let's see. I can put the bag away. Okay, electrochemistry out. What pants? Electrochemistry 1 sulfur down, so... okay. It just gives me the same thing really, so... Alright, so with him I need... what do I need for him?
Looking for something odd?
Formidable.
Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Half-light to be high. It's almost 10 o'clock. Does she have anything?
I can't believe it's snowing again.
Okay.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Cool. Alright, I feel like we've done all we can outside. Hey, lady.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Oh wow, her name Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. I don't remember finding that out. Anyway, continue.
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Why is it interfacing success? That's weird. Also, who's Everard? Union leader? Yeah, why is it interfacing? I mean, this should succeed really well.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
She unfastens the gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
Yay.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races. You could totally sell this pin for cash.
Ooh. Let's just say this will help me out. Thanks.
You're quite welcome, dear.
Bought your pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I just wanted to say thank you again.
Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more.
Well, next time. But let's quickly go and see if you can pawn that before the shop closes. Run, Disco, run. I feel like the map is very zoomed in as well. Kim, move.
again. How can I help you?
Wait. How do I pawn stuff? Oh, there's something I like to sell, yes.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Show him Lena's pen.
Jean-Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was.
How much can I get?
So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you 320 for it.
$320? Really? That's a rip-off.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at 310, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay, can you put it up? Sorry, can you hold on to it? I didn't promise anything, but you know, whatever.
Sure, I can keep it behind. Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Maybe I should have looked at that, but whatever. Alright.
Another time, perhaps.
I think I looked at everything here, so we're good. It's almost 10, it's almost 10. It's curfew time, curfew. Kim might just randomly leave us. You know what, let's go to the car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Maybe we should take the
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
should I talk to Sylvie again? It seems a bit weird. Actually, maybe I can do this later.
57, over.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
If I can come back out here, I'll do it when Kim isn't around. I don't know if that will help. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we're inside.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Wait, that's it? Okay. Thought there was going to be an actual conversation there. Oh, I can target this guy here. No? I can't talk to him now? Oh, that's weird. Weird. Wait. This guy's gone. How long do I have left for my thoughts? Oh, advanced race theory is almost done. 5 minutes. It will be 10 o'clock. Oh.
Can I help you?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
No.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Nothing needs to say. Okay.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The one now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker. Especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Okay.
Like a cat rubbing itself against its owner's calves. A cat that wants you to smoke a lot.
I should not do that. Wait, what? I should enthusiastically do that. I'll make it priority one. I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Okay.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
Thank you.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
It's going to be a job now. A task. Find smokes and smoke them. Hey Kim, we need to be on the balcony for this, I think.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Yay!
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Thank you. Wait, I thought we were going to talk.
Advanced race theory.
Oh, okay.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Bonuses. Learning cap for rhetoric raised to 5. +1 conceptualization. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. Okay. Accept. Alright. Cool. Indirect modes of taxation. So I don't know what some of this, like the bonuses that you will get out of some of this. It's 5 hours as well. It must be a really good one though, for it to be that long. Right, so...
Yes?
Aww. I need more points in Inland Empire. I want to talk about you. Oh wait, actually, what's this? We'll pay for the damages as updated. We'll deal with that later. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess. Legendary.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
You don't look like other people around here. Damn.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Are you sure? What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Okay.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Well, good on you. Anyway, tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Okay. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
I like how my character's actually like staring into him. I didn't realize that. I also like how this is like Kim's point of view or something. Anyway, what's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
Nice. So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak.
Aww.
Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Nice. So I wonder if we can actually, like, if we can build our authority up, we can counteract that maybe. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
Okay.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
Okay.
But this isn't an old school case.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
Oh, you're missing out.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Interesting.
We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Alright, cool.
You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
I am. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Alright. I don't know if we need it to be on the balcony. Actually, can I? Wait, what? Oh, he's locked it. He's locked it. Okay. Okay, maybe just pry it open.
Can I help you?
So about the money.
Yes, have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Ooh. Ooh. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I like how it's the other guy's authority that worked.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know?
Good luck trying to use it.
Yeah, it didn't work just now anyway.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Okay. This conversation isn't going anywhere.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Is this going to be like a... Well, we'll see what it is. It's going to be, is it a crowbar? So what was new? Kim has offered to help. Alright, Kim, let's go. I've got nothing else to do. I feel like I talked to everyone in this one day.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect
okay.
transport enclosure.
Ooh, okay.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look into it.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Okay.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Oh, is that for himself? Because he likes cars.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
Oh. What do you mean confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Okay. Did you want to put these on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Yeah, you probably did.
But thank you.
Oh, that's so good. You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, the Bird's Nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Alright.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Not all of them though, right? Ooh, I can choose not to. Then what would I do? Ooh, that's... Can I save now? No, I can't. What if I just say no?
Alright, let's not take them now. Then, come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
I can wait until tomorrow. Like, we don't have to go to sleep, right? Like, I can just walk around. Okay.
The cage at the back.
I confiscated this for a little while back.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Close the door. Let's look at them. Magnificent hubcap spinners. Donated to you. Alright, and this is just a payment thing. Alright. At least they're open late. Tree in the way.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
You do know it's not really fine.
Is it? Spring is capricious, yes.
How come you're still open?
The pawn shop is always open.
I have something else to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Oh, okay.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Continue.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
200 real?
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
To do, the lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Oh, can we waste the money on something else? Continue.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Oh, he pockets the rest. Okay, interesting.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ooh, I like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Again, checking
Anything
the pockets.
else you're
Nothing
thinking
else.
of selling?
I don't have anything
Another
else.
time, perhaps.
Do I want to buy back the commemorative pin? Yeah, sure.
Yes. Fortunately, I still have it. 330 and it's yours.
330, but I sold it for
Yes, you
320.
did, but this is how pawn shops make profit. So,
Fine.
here you go, officer. Anything else I can do for
I don't
you
know.
today?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I did that. It was obviously not enough to begin with. I don't know why I did that. Can I sell it again? It has the warm glow of a well-loved memento. Okay. Return to guard. Alright, so just trying to see how the video looks on the stream. It's very dark actually. Can I adjust the lighting here? Not really. Okay. Lady?
Hello again, sweetie.
You seem to be in a chair. About your
I
pin?
hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I brought it back. I know it means a lot to you. You should have it.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again. Very honorable of you, officer.
Oh, well, I got 10 experience out of it.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Let's just ask. A grenade, did you fight in the war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
Okay.
You'd think it would be a safe job,
I was
but
just
I
thinking
had to
that.
be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Damn.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. Does that mean that if I pawned the chair, I'd get a lot of money out of that. Interesting. Okay. Future reference. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite alright. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
Damn. That doesn't make it fun to always answer, though.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Alright, let's do this. I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah, just the empathy responses, like, there is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago. It could still be annoying, though. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
We're dead, haunting each other. Where it goes. The Whirling in Rags cafeteria, it was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Okay.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
I wonder if, like, I guess you went through this conversation earlier at some point when you didn't know any of this other stuff, that you might not know, or you might not have the other options of saying it's the year 51 and all that.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this
Whoa.
is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. All leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cows before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cops. We're living under the cop regime. I'm not quite sure any of these are actually correct. Maybe democracy. Cops. Let's go with dictatorship.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Extinct?
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was thinking.
certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
That wasn't an option though, but yeah.
But they still have cops.
I don't even know what to say. I'm disappointed. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
This is true.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Fair enough.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Well, there's the pill as well. Is that reality? I don't know.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Okay.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, I don't know if you're telling me that I'm going to go back to the person that I once was before the amnesia. That I don't know if other people are going to like that. Sylvie will not like that. What is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask...
The lieutenant?
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
I thought he said that. I thought the written words were, I won't be gentle either. And I was like, wait, what? But he says I won't be a guide.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I do know one person. Tas. Get a reality lowdown. Nice. Return Lena's pen. Was it even a... what you call it? A task. You didn't have to do it. La la la. Hey dude, I got your money that you wanted so bad. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for tomorrow. But
Can
still.
I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Well?
I don't really want to say sorry for the trouble because he's been like a pain as well. Although I understand totally. So I'm just gonna say here's 130 real.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
And how much is that?
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Damn.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20 real? I don't even have that much today.
I'll take a room here too.
Ooh.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
No.
He sounds irritated.
You sound irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
I'm just gonna do it. Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I'm an alcohol operator detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Fine then, I had something else I needed. Yeah, let's not do the alcohol today.
Like what?
Goodbye. Hey, we can level up. I don't know what we want to level up, but we can level up. I'm gonna have to put points into endurance. Oops. And find money for rent and pay car. Ooh, as long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Unless I give up. Did we end of day debrief with Kim? Balcony. We're not calling it a day. Oh, so that's so okay. We didn't do that yet. I guess we'll call it a day now.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay. I was gonna say, can we do that manually or automatic?
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Okay.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Oh wow, it would be easy to quit. Do I want to do this? Maybe we can just talk.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we didn't even look at the body.
I mean, like, is that my fault?
But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Okay, that's good.
Though you really dropped the ball on inspecting the body, he doesn't want you to feel too discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Don't worry, Kim. I'll totally be up for inspecting the body tomorrow. I'm not actually quite sure that's true. Oh, I do love the option of saying nothing and just look at the city.
As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Ah yeah, so that's Everard. Yeah, the union leader, yeah, Everard Clare. I was just weirded why that was an interfacing prompt that triggered one of those interactions to talk to him. I think it was for the drug stuff. I think.
We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it.
Okay.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Okay.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
What else were we going to do?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kusuragi.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. I don't even know how old I am.
Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
No, actually, no, not really. If I take them off, I run just as fast, I think. Or if I wear something else. So what are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with the
Ooh, I could
interdepartmental
do
schedule.
that. I could use some money. 1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Yeah, but we are the Ravachol Citizens Militia. It doesn't sound like police officers, but you know. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
Okay.
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Interesting. Also, I guess it paints them more in a negative light, like they actually did do some crime, so... Although I guess that might be a bit too presumptuous. Continue.
When power calls you, you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
Interesting. I see. And if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Okay.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Have you killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
Okay.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Really? I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Yet you said it was improbable.
He's not judging you. He's respectfully acknowledging the difficulty of working in your precinct.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Okay. Keeping notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on the window below that just went dark. Okay. I'm just rereading that whole line. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order, no more, no less.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound like it was the citizens, because you have the union as well. So let's just say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
It is. The Moral Intent, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects.
Oh, the music.
They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Damn. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Okay.
Something kind and usual.
Yeah, okay.
Something ominous.
Nice.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Okay. What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like them?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
Do you believe in the RCM, or do you believe in your role, like yourself, as part of the RCM? Because I assume some of the RCM aren't going to be positive, like, well, my character. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Alright, I don't know what my thing is, but let's see. Option 1. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Veroshoal. Number 2. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. 3. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois. I forgot how you pronounce this. Bourgeois. I forgot how you pronounce this. Well. Bourgeoisie organization protecting their rights. Yeah. Motorcycling, immigrants, liberal kips, men turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. You know what? I don't think I have an opinion. Forget about it.
My kind of police officer.
See nothing. Just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Okay.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the Grey? The fact that it says continue there makes me think that there could have been like a different option, a different conversation we had somewhere else that gives us a different, well, option here rather than just to go straight continue. I don't think I've had a different, unless the previous one had that. I don't think so, but anyway, it's the only option we have now. And then Jamrock and the Grey.
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Achievement unlocked. Goodest of the good cops. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Are we going together? Okay. See you, Kim. Oh, did you want me to say bye? Oh, he just vanishes through. What is this? Oh. Can I use that?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
That doesn't even look like a bed. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Because I can't. I was using the D-pad to try and to move the cursor between 1 and 2. And it wasn't working, so I was pressing down and up wasn't working, so I ended up pressing left and right, and I just wasted items. Oh well, that's so stupid. I saved it.
The window stands
specifically
broken in its frame. Cold
I
wind
wonder,
blows.
actually, can I? Oh, I can't tell. What time is it? It's 11:07. If I do a new save. Okay, and what is that? So it's the actual. So it's not in game, it's outside of the game. Okay. And it's, oh, it didn't have an autosave really. So I lost an hour if I wanted to reload. Annoying.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
I can't remember. I think I failed this, didn't I, last time? Why can I not use this door? Also, it feels like it connects to... Oh, we share a toilet. Oh, damn. Kim and I share a toilet. I don't know if he's going to like that. Well, I didn't make my save anyway, so...
The door is closed.
Try to handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Knock again.
Still nothing.
Okay. Let's go see the old lady. No, not old lady. The rich lady. Don't have a lot of money. What do I have in my... Oh yeah, the cassette. There used to be tape, but it was destroyed. Something about the 10-year single smallest church in St. Sains must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Is that the song that we were listening to? We destroyed it, right? Smallest church in St. Sains. Can we equip it? No? Lady's gone. I feel like I'm going to just be up to shenanigans. Wait, where's Kim's car? Oh no. I don't like the idea of that. He's in the... Did he park it somewhere? Has it been stolen? The body's out here, isn't it? Oh, the stupid kid is still here. Yeah, hey. Stuff over there that I can't see. It's too dark on my screen to actually see as well. Oh, are you serious? Okay. What, is everyone just still out here? Oh, they go away at 10. Oh no, this guy's gone. I think they close shop at... Oh no. Everyone's gone at 10. So wait, is this open now? Oh no, he's still here. I guess we could talk to him and complete this without Kim. That'd be interesting.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
And?
Oh wow. It's... Paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occidentals with their own race theory. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. Is this something you shock people with, liberal and progressive people? It's whatever you want it to be. If it's a free association language exercise, degenerate race hero. It's about you being conflicted about your Koshka girlfriend, isn't it? I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the ancient Ilmarian minor poison Al Ghul. This dump is ready to be superseded by the Aeropagite superstate. I can serve as a clerk in your administration. You may need a cop. I'm guessing this is the one, right?
Everyone can see that. It has little to do with the race enigma.
Baby, don't be mean. Give him another chance.
Anything for you, babe.
Did they actually give me an answer? I don't know how accurate I need to be with this. Everything is calm in everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is to verbalize your thoughts and go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found way. What? Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. Wait, what? No, wrong one. Huh? Oh, I can't. Why can I not? Look at the problem. Okay, whatever. Here I can. But on this one I can't. Interesting. Anyway. Mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. Meaning... this racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It's whatever you want it to be. despite you being conflicted by your Koshka girlfriend. I still want to pick this option anyway. Screw it.
Babe. When confronted with the demise of his entire race, the bourgeois alcoholic degenerate focuses on gossip. Other people's lives are a refuge for him from the burning race wreckage of his own.
So it was the right answer anyway. What was one I wanted to go with just because I know he was conflicted? So... Look, babe, when confronted with the demise of his entire race, the bourgeois alcoholic generally focuses on gossip. Okay.
That's just tactless, John.
The woman doesn't even look at you.
Effeminate gossip mongerer. I take pity on your tabloid-driven urges. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
Oh, okay. So he's taking pity on us or something like that? That's all I wanted.
Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded. The unpromising race pupil returns.
Let's go over that funky thing
There
again.
is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to.
Wait, so I can only go once and without... Okay, this could be bad. I'm doing it anyway. I like I'm just stealing, really. Wait, what? Oh, Kim is gonna be so pissed I did this. I'm tempted to actually reload. And wait to do this tomorrow, actually. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. I'll do this tomorrow with Kim, just because. That's the smarter thing. We know it works and we know what answers to give anyway, so we're good. Oh yeah, we got this. That was weird. Oh, it's auto-saving? Really? Did it auto-save earlier? I don't remember. The thing is, we've just been here a few times and it didn't auto-save all that often earlier. I wonder why this is red. It's weird. Anyway. What did we do? We got some money from here, didn't we? If I remember right. Yeah. We'll wait for Kim to do the Measurehead stuff. I also want him to have my back as well. Yeah, you're not gonna be open. That's cool. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Interesting. Alright, there's only one place I kinda wanna go.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Ooh. Impossible 18. Yet I have an even chance. Why do I have an even chance? Oh, because I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. I don't remember who Cindy is. Ah, the woman on the wall. Yeah, yes. In the dimming light, something may become clearer. Conceptualization, impossible 18. Why am I looking at this wall? I mean, this is a white check and I can retry it. And I have a good chance at succeeding. Let's do it.
Because this is no ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Dice was 6 into 8. I have 10. Oh, I just made it. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Wallcraft.
O Wallfather.
Yes, I must paint this wall. Add to it. Get task.
Absolutely. Now you just need the materials.
I'm sure I'll find them and then I'll return to this wall.
Yes, do that. The wall will be waiting.
Oh, I'm pressing the D-pad again. Alright, we got randomly something that I wasn't even thinking about. You have seen an exceptionally beautiful wall in Martinez near the pier and have decided to add to its beauty artistically. This will take a brush first. Who would have one? Then paint, and then the act itself. Cindy might have one. There's nothing to do here really. Alright, cool. I can't really see, it's very dark. Been streaming for quite a while. Playing this game for quite a bit. It's fun. I mean, you can lose so much time just talking to random people. Random quests and all that. Can I look up? There you go.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I need some paint and your brush.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will.
Then you have time to find your own fucking brush.
To crush a man's dream like that, I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
Damn, another. Wait, why is this impossible? This is a red check. Oh, because I don't have the plus 4 from the last time. It cannot be retried. Catch you later, Cindy. Wait, does that mean this is what I want to test? Can I actually come back and do this? Has the moment gone?
Hello again,
Oh
officers.
no, it's there still.
Have you come to admire my mural?
But it's a one-time check. Okay. Save. This one. We can write over some of the earlier ones, I think. I can keep the first one. I'll go. Yeah, this one. I'm so glad that was save and not load. Hey, lady.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, is there nothing about the money? I wanted to come for the money. Ooh, I can do this without Kim. No, let's wait for Kim for now. You seem smart. I'm annoyed that there's no money option here though. You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
But then I'm no doctor. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay. Oh, wow. Legendary conceptualization. These are white checks? Yeah. Okay. Spirit of the core. Conceptualization. Okay, anyway. Where are
We're
we?
in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
So what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
Continue.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Continue.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake.
Interesting.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You were here as a teenager.
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
Continue.
There's a spark in the air, a live wire hanging in the wind, in your hungover neocortex. Then the sea air cools it down.
Interesting. You mentioned the sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Okay.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities.
Okay.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What is the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
Okay.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Okay.
And to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History, detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our
Okay.
centuries.
Who did?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was it built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Okay. And why will
They
it resolve?
say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
Okay. So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom, coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Okay.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we?
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watches you closely as you scan the horizon.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Okay.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
And what is this revolution I keep hearing about? I mean, we know a lot about this from previous conversations, but let's see if we can learn more.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
Were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Okay, neutral.
On the other hand...
No. The tiny apes are doing all they can to be better. It's not their fault.
Ooh. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Continue.
She likes the totality of it.
You could say they got totally shot in the head.
Indeed. They piled them in mass graves in Ozon. And, well, that's the last anyone heard of those people.
Did they shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Okay, 40 million versus 2.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Okay.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing.
About head shooting?
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Okay.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did they win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Okay.
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Okay. Who are the coalition?
The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The arms center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
I've heard of them.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralists.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
Okay.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
Okay.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Yeah, I see that.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically, for a moment there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Yeah.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
What, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Okay. Where was the Mazov came along and overthrew the government. Mazov government was overthrown in '08. Coalition crossed the Revachol. Okay, what came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Where we are now.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
I can take that. What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia.
Okay.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She cutsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Continue.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
You assume your daughters will wear it.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I don't really know.
No, her first.
Oh no, I asked you, yeah.
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
It doesn't sound like Sarah drove people mad, but it sounds a bit like she was saying it was just the trigger. And when you kind of think like in today's climate and like COVID and all that, it was just a trigger. This sounds like bad, this sounds bad, so... maybe I would have sought a medical solution anyway, regardless.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
With some hygiene, modern social care, and perhaps a little research program. Liquidate the rabid prion-infested dogs who wanted to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire. A traumatized healthcare and a work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Okay, maybe it's impossible. What had to happen, what happened had to happen, and always will.
Always. That's the can't-do attitude that truly defines late modernity. You may prove a modern man yet.
She didn't answer though.
Good question.
No.
What would you have done?
First.
And I, 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 and I
okay.
Asked you.
Let's go with I don't know.
Less, and you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
No way I wouldn't have fought with them.
Then you would have died fighting against them. Long before the beachhead. Our time is a shadow cast by that day.
Okay. That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you? I'd say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
Okay. Draw across a liberal. Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
It's not the moderate kind. Oh, the... Yeah, so she's a communist side? Ultra? I forget. I don't understand what's so vile about that.
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
And betrayed the revolution? The people who won the mining rights?
I can see you thought I'd gone extinct. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her.
Wow.
But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
You're a monster. I don't care. Honestly, I don't. But I do have my psych up. So let's forgive her.
I do hope so. I hope we're able to remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Now I remember the ultra liberals. So they betrayed both the king and the revolutionists, I think, if I understand that right. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinaise a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinaise, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
Okay.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
But then it was the moralist choice, wasn't it? And I assume if you wanted to survive, you would also have just joined them eventually and become part of that.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman. You're a patriot. You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
I don't know if that's a really smart thing though. Like, I can understand, but I feel like you would have just joined them anyway. But I can see the logic in it though. At least you would still be your own country.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Ooh. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Continue.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
Doomed detective.
In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success.
Really?
I pray we've all bet wisely.
Really? What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Oh, necktie. What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I mean, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is the Rue de Saint-Ghislain?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
Okay.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives choice to evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat.
Wonderful.
What is that? Point to Cindy.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Intraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
Ooh. I think I may be part of an infraculture.
And what would that be?
It's an illusion. Disco?
I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby.
Your disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-coloured everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
Perhaps.
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
Alright, so I'm not going to do this yet. All this yet. 20, damn. I would need, my base level would need to be 8 just to even have a chance. I don't even know how there's 3% chance. That's all.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
We'll do the lawyerman stuff with Kim.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken, I'm a real radical. This is because I keep saying none of the above to the political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Okay, first, where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
But what about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
But they're not my needs. Stuff that's wrong now isn't really my needs. Like, I understand where empathy is coming from, but I also expect empathy to be more in the present as well. For all, not just for one time.
You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working.
That's all true. But the now matters too.
What benevolence. What a fucking joke.
Wait, is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Oof. Oof. Oh, that's a deep question. If it's not beneficial to you, then no. If it's beneficial to you, then yes. Like, no is a non-empathy answer though.
Then you've never lived through real chaos.
Perhaps.
Sometimes, in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is progress.
Yes, okay, I can see that for sure. Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Okay.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Sounds incredible. Alonzi. Let's go there right now. I'm just assuming that's how you pronounce that. Let's do opt-in. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present though. Opt out. Man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. Opt out. can I choose this but still opt in? Like, that's what I want. Doesn't sound incredible, but I'd still do it. Let's opt in.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Alright, then let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, a real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Okay.
Lonesome, long way home.
Thought complete.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
So is this real? Can we actually do this, or is this... Okay. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psych. Okay. What does it mean to forget? I like this one, but it is just purely for vet check. No. Forget thoughts for 1 point. Thoughts will be lost forever. Wait, what? Really? I'm just rereading the solution to the right rigorous Socratic. Okay. So I don't think we're going to go back home actually. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psych. Rhetoric raised to 5. 1 plus conceptualization. I can unlock these though to get more. But then do I want to? The father of scientific communism, the premier, la di da da da, shot himself in the mouth and died. Indirect modes of taxation. Zovian socioeconomics. 15th Indo tribe. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are Signal Blue. And they are not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? They lose half-light, which is needed for something. And Jamaivu derealization. Revachol Special Administrative Region, La Calo The insulated ocean, name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trouvant, the apricot company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Ooh. Okay, let's do that then. We will do that at some point. First. This I'm surprised this only takes an hour and a half. Like, considering the whole talk about it should take it slow and steady, and this takes 5 hours. At least there's no research. If they say research bonus, but it's not really a bonus, it's a detriment. It's all minus. It's the solution that gives you positives. I might get rid of the events race theory at some point. Alright, never mind. We got that done. Anything new here? No. We do have a level up. How many do we have? Just one, I think. Sorry, can we not undo this? That'd be... Oh, we have a negative from an item. What item is giving us a negative? Suggestion. Oh, I forgot to unwear the shirt. One more, the journal. Done, get a reality lowdown. Completed. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Map. Horse Mountain Monument. What's this? Oh, is this now... Huh, why did this open up? Did I get a point into encyclopedia? No, it's still at 4. Wait, I wonder why that opened up. Too bad you can't like delve deeper into it to know what it is. This was like, for instance, to ask about the you know, the mysteries behind the murder. The mirror is the formidable stuff. Can we do them? Joyce Messier. Yep. Racist lorry driver, formidable. Measurehead, formidable. Sailang. Challenging. Paul of Close. Composure. Where's Paul of Close? Okay. Is Paul of Close somewhere in the side? Oh, okay, yeah. Adjustments here. Man from Hamdell series. Which is in the bookshop, I think. Volition. Bird's Nest Rye. Conceptualization. Box of sunglasses, yep. Oh, I can do with the damaged ledger. Figure more out with that. Okay. I think the main thing is right now is I'm just gonna go back and so it'd be interesting to see if there's anything in here. Let's actually save. I don't know if that was an autosave or not, but never mind. Is the lady in here? No. one's still in there. It's weird how... Oh. It's weird how the person hasn't come back. I can't even see. Where's my... tools? Flashlight. Okay. No balcony, let's just exit. It's not really much to do. I like how the kids stay up until well past midnight. Alright, let's go. Well, let's just go to sleep. Or what I will do is let's just shine a light in everyone's face. Oh, they've shut down. Money is what really matters. Okay.
The door is closed.
Try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Knock again.
Still nothing.
Leave. What about this one? No. Is there anyone outside? No. That top left there on the screen is a bit weird. I wonder what this... It kind of looks like it's a mobile phone icon, but you know, it's not. I don't know what that is. Alright. I'm gonna call it there for this session. I won't sleep yet. I will sleep when I come back. That way I can be 100% sure I want to do it and all that. I can save again here. Wait. Alright. So that'll be it for me for this session. It's been really interesting just going through the game again. Trying to understand what's... Oh, I've been streaming for so long. It's so weird. I didn't realize time was going by that fast. Like, it felt slow to begin with, but then, like, once it got to, like, past midnight... Sorry, not past midnight. Once it got closer to the hour of, like 9-10 o'clock and all that, and you were getting more information, and sometimes, like I said, when you're just talking with people, there's so much dialogue that it could take like half an hour plus just going through. I mean, in the last session or some of the previous sessions, I was at the bookstore, and that took like an hour, especially if you take into account talking to, what was the daughter's name, Annette, outside the bookshop as well. That, like, all that together probably took like an hour. And like I've done like 3.5 hours here, and I've still, it's just the end of day one. Like I don't think I've done anything really. So it's been really interesting and cool. Like, going through text heavy games can be very tricky sometimes. I'm not even talking about like streaming or anything like that. I'm just talking about like as a game. Playing a text heavy game can be tricky, and the controls aren't the snappiest, especially like moving Harry. But it works out in the end. Anyway, that'll be it for me for this session. I don't know when I'm going to be coming back to this. It depends on my timetable and schedule and all that. But I am having fun, and I will come back to continue playing at some point for sure. Well, if everything goes well, I guess. Hopefully. Anyway, that's it from me for this session. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.